Hey everybody, so today I am doing a little soft-spoken ramble for you guys. And I know it's been a minute since I've done one of these, so sorry about that. And also, sorry for not making a video last week. Honestly, I was just really stressed out. And on top of that, even though I had attempted to make ASMR videos, they just didn't pan out the way that I had wanted them to. And that's mostly my fault. I really struggle with overthinking and overanalyzing my content, which is probably ridiculous to hear, I'm sure, because my content is definitely nothing spectacular, but I just kind of was just, every time I go to sit down and make a video, I would get really, I guess, upset with myself for not saying the right things, or being concise and things just coming out of my mouth perfectly, I feel like I had forgotten for a moment that the beauty of this kind of content and these videos is that it's not perfect, and that you're supposed to fumble over your words, and not make sense and be a little, discombobulated. That's kind of part of the appeal to people. And I just kind of got too in my head about things, and it, just wasn't healthy. And so I am just kind of, trying to ground myself and come back to reality, and just remember to just, the part of the reason why I'm making these videos is because I enjoy making them, and it's the type of content I enjoy watching. And I enjoy videos that aren't super perfect and scripted all the time, or well said, hopefully you guys know what I mean. Just there's something so special about these types of videos to me, and how it feels like I'm kind of almost there with somebody when I'm watching it, which sounds weird probably, but it just, when you watch a ramble video, especially lo-fi, it feels very, in a non-weird way, intimate, you're kind of getting a peek into somebody's mind, or on top of that, their life, and a lot of times their personal life, and it's, it's special, and the little mistakes and slip-ups, that people make in the videos, or the white noise in the background, or a plane flying over, or a car driving by, or birds chirping in the background, or a little bit of wind on the mic, those things are what make these videos so just special to me. And I'm curious what makes you guys enjoy these types of videos as well. But yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to woo-saw and relax, and just be here with you guys, and yeah, just enjoy each other's company for a minute. And that on that. I am filming in the living room again today. It's actually kind of like nice to record in here, I think, because I feel so comfortable in the living room, and like I'm sitting on like a desk, like an office desk chair, and I don't know what it is about like this space. Like I have you guys propped up on a printer right now on our desk, and there's just like, I don't know what it is, but this like little area, this like little nook just feels like so comfortable to me, and it's really helping me kind of calm down. I think I was kind of trying to find different places around the house to potentially like hunker down and like make my set, I guess, at some point, and playing around and seeing like what works and what doesn't, you know. And I think I'm just gonna film here most of the time if I can, and then maybe one day I'll get some sort of like backdrop or whatever so that I can, you know, hide all of this. But there's just something about filming here that really just sort of calms me down, and so you guys are probably going to see me here a bit more frequently in the future, and hopefully one day I'll get something to hide all the random stuff in the background. Maybe like a black background, probably. I don't know how you guys feel about like people having black backdrops for their videos. If it's like, I know that it's great like visually if you're actually trying to watch the video, it like not being so bright, you know, but I don't know if that like kind of takes away some of the like personality, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but it kind of feels too much like a setup sometimes, if that makes, you know, I don't know. Maybe I will try to decorate it around here and make it more fun and like kind of have a backdrop, but also like decor and stuff for like different times of the year or depending on the video. I'd like to eventually like try making like role plays, like just like fun, like whatever role plays and stuff, but definitely not to the same quality as like Goodnight Moon or like Gentle Whispering or like Atmosphere ASMR. Like they all like make really good like roleplay videos. I'm not probably going to get to that point anytime soon, but one day with enough experience we can all become really great at things that we want to pursue. I feel like a lot of people are afraid of this exact part of the journey. You know, where you're just kind of trying to figure it all out, and just, you know, the little uncomfortable parts. I feel like, at least for me, like, I really struggle to accept that I'm not going to be automatically great at something, or that I'm not going to automatically create the most amazing stuff or be the best at something right away, and that discourages me a lot. But I have to remember and just constantly remind myself that that's normal, and if I really want it, I have to go through the uncomfortable, weird, cringy process and make mistakes, and, you know, one day all of that time I spent, you know, messing up or, you know, learning will eventually lead to something great. And I just have to be patient and give myself some grace. And I hope that you guys are doing that as well with whatever you're wanting to pursue, whatever you're working on, and you don't beat yourself up about where you're at right now. I feel like a lot of people struggle with like seeing someone else be better at them at something and then not want to pursue that thing because that's not where they are currently in their journey. And you really have to constantly remind yourself to not compare yourself to other people and where they're at compared to where you are. Everyone is different. Everyone has different levels of experience. Everyone has different lives. Like, I was going on about that for too long, so I'm cutting myself off. I'm probably going to edit some of that out because I was going on way too much about that. I don't even know where it was going, to be honest with you. So just be patient. Be gentle with yourself. I'm like so at peace right now that like I'm like zoning out. I probably have to edit some of that out because I was just sitting there for way too long. In other news, completely taking a 180 here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about coffee and beer. Recently, my husband and I went to World Market, and we got this like little box of like fall themed coffee flavors, ground coffee, and we have like one of those reusable K-cups that you can like put the ground coffee in and reuse it and stuff. It's pretty cool. So we got that, and I've tried all the flavors, and I think my favorite is the bourbon pecan one. There's also a pumpkin spice, obviously. They had a bourbon pecan, pumpkin spice, cookie dough, and peanut butter fudge, which is interesting. The cookie dough one's interesting too. I tried the cookie dough one, and like it tasted good, but just like didn't taste like, I don't really know why they called it cookie dough, because it doesn't taste like cookie dough really. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's fine. Like I'll drink it, like it tastes good. It just, cookie dough, it doesn't really feel like the right name for the flavor. I don't know. And then we also have been getting into fall beer. And I'm not a beer drinker or really an alcohol person in general. I used to be really into alcohol when I was a teenager, but by the time I turned 21 and was actually like of age, I was like kind of sick of getting drunk and everything. It's not my thing. The last time I got drunk was, I think it was last year for my friend's birthday. I promised her that I would let loose and that I would get drunk. And I regret it completely. I hate being drunk, and I hate the just like feeling like you're gonna throw up and everything afterwards. Like I don't understand the appeal. But I'm also much more mentally stable than I was when I was a teenager. That probably has something to do with my disinterest in not being what's the right mentally impaired. What word am I thinking of? Oh my goodness, it's like at the tip of my tongue. When you're not as it's not cohesive, not comprehensive. It's like something cognitive. thank you for joining me on that journey. I'm trying to figure out that word. I don't like being like cognitively impaired. Because that just leads to trouble for me, especially with a history of mental health issues. I just don't want to deal with it, I don't want to be in that place. So I avoid getting drunk, but I enjoy having a drink every once in a while. Like just one. Maybe two if I'm feeling crazy. But yeah, so anyway, we've been getting into fall beer, and I think my favorite is the Samuel Adams Jacko Pumpkin Ale. That shit is amazing. It's a wonderful union of like manly beer and girly pumpkin spice lady like drink. It's not super beer like flavored, but it's also not super like sweet or like intense with the pumpkin spice. It's like this is a wonderful mix of the two worlds, and I'm obsessed with it. And whenever it's in the house, I have one every day, and it's my favorite little thing right now. Another drink that isn't as good, but it's still pretty good, is this it's more for people who like the actual taste of beer, I guess, but want something somewhat seasonal, and I'm probably gonna butcher the name of this, or the pronunciation of the name, but it's like Yangling, not Yingling, but Yangling maybe. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, but their Oktoberfest beer is pretty good. Again, not as good as the Samuel Adams one, but it's pretty solid. Yeah. And this is coming from a non-beer drinker. I don't usually enjoy consuming beer, so I'd like to believe that my opinion has a little bit more weight. But whatever. Anyway, I think that's gonna be the end of the video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if I'm feeling up to it, I might also make a whispered ramble this week. Don't hold me to that. It's a maybe. If not this week, then I'll probably do one next week, but I will see you next time. I probably already said this, but I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'm gonna go. I don't know why my goodbyes have to be so awkward. Every time I go to say goodbye, I just feel like it's so weird. So I'm just gonna end it, I guess, right now.